Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your girl KK, and I wanted to do something a little bit different with this video. Before I go into that though, I just would like to say I am so sorry, y'all. I was doing so good with the consistency, and then I had some health issues, and I was feeling so low vibrational that I just needed to get my energy together. So now that I'm good again, I'm back, and today we're going to talk about um, 20 signs that you are a healer, which is a light worker or a type of light worker. I previously did a series on the different types of light workers, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through each of the light workers and give you the signs that that's the type of light worker you are. So we're just going to get just a little deeper into each light worker, pretty much. So, I also have my healing frequencies on for anybody that's interested. Right now, I'm listening to the 639 hertz healing frequency, which impacts the heart chakra, makes sure your emotions are balanced. You're able to communicate freely. As long as your heart's good, it seems like everything else is good. So, I wanted to focus on the heart while we went through these different signs. So let's get with it. The first sign is that you are highly sensitive to energy. So, for example, one of those times where you might walk into a room, and before you walk into the room, you're happy, you're excited, and then you walk into the room and somebody might have a lot of negative energy around them. And the longer you stay in the room, the more you notice that your mood is getting lower. And by the end of it, your entire mood and energy has changed because you were tapping into that other person's energy and you didn't block it. But the fact is, if you can feel that energy, if you're sensitive to that energy, that's one of the signs. And it goes the other way too. You could be sensitive to somebody that has positive energy. Like there could be people that you're just instantly drawn to and you want to be around because they make you feel happy and at peace, or they might soothe your nerves. Or if you're sensitive to a person and it goes beyond what they're saying or what they're doing, you're sensitive to their energy. Moving on. You feel other people's emotions and or physical ailments as if it's your own. So that one is pretty much being an empath. Being an empath is another sign that you are a healer. That's the light type of light worker that you are. The third one is you are intuitive and can read others easily. Now, not to be confused with clairvoyance. So, for example, if I'm talking to somebody or if I'm meeting somebody for the first time and I have a conversation with them, I can tell whether or not I would even want to deal with that person. Um, a lot of times we ignore that feeling and we keep going anyway for whatever reason. But if our intuition tells us, okay, this person, no good, we need to stay away, or you can read in a person's mannerisms and the things that they say that they don't really care and they're just there for whatever they want. That's another example or another sign. Sorry about that. Okay, so number 4 is you are a big picture thinker. So instead of thinking about, hey, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner next week, you're thinking about on the bigger scale. Like, okay, so I want to be able to spend maybe $300 a month in groceries. What type of foods would I want to buy so that I could feel a certain way? It's like you're looking at the whole big picture. You're not just looking at a limited view. I mean, and if you do look at like just a limited view, there's nothing wrong with that. It could just mean that you're a different type of light worker. That's all. You have gone through number 5, sorry. Number 5 is you have gone through bouts of existential depression. Now, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I I had to look that up because I wasn't sure what it meant. So I wanted to make sure I was able to explain that to y'all. That's when a person ends up questioning their existence, their life, death, or the meaning of life, which causes them to lapse into a depression. That's existential depression. Now, I mean, I feel like that has happened to I don't want to say majority because I don't know majority of people, but I want to say that that happens to a lot of people, especially when something traumatic happens to them. They're like, okay, so why am I here? What is my purpose for being here on this earth? Why was I born? Like, what is the point of going through all of this stuff? They want to know more than just the day-to-day things. They're looking for a reason, a purpose. So that was number 5 in the signs of light workers. I mean, the signs that you are a healer, which is a type of light worker. Now, right now, I'm trying to figure out how many I want to do. That's why I kind of fumbled my words because I was looking through them. Altogether, there's 20, but I don't know if I want to just bombard y'all with all of that and give y'all all 20 all at one time. So we'll just play it by ear as we go, shall we? All right. Number 6, you have felt like an outcast for most of your life. Now, out of that entire list, that's the one that hit me the most. That's the one that I can connect with the most. I mean, y'all already know what it is. I've always been on the outside looking in. Um, I mean, now I know better, but for majority of my life I didn't, and I felt like I didn't fit in anywhere. And I felt like maybe I wasn't good enough because nobody would accept me, which was absolutely not the case. Anybody that didn't accept me because of their own issues. Because I try my best at everything that I do. I'm not perfect by a long shot, and I know that. But I had to realize that it's not about fitting in somewhere. It's about being comfortable in your own skin, feeling grounded, and acknowledging the person that you are, who you are, and where you are in life, and being okay with it. And if you have that, then you don't need to feel like you fit in. You'll just naturally just be a part. All right. So number 7, you think differently from others. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, I did not know that I thought differently from others until I was an adult. And then once I realized that a lot of people think, a lot of people think differently. And they think based off of what they've gone through, their environments, how they were raised. It's a whole lot of things that goes into how you think. But for me, the way that I think and the way that I've always been is no matter what happens. Now, y'all hear me speaking on me a lot because I can only speak on me. I can't speak on anyone else. So when I want to give like an example, I want to give an example from my life, and that way I know that I can speak fact instead of like grouping someone else and it doesn't really apply to them. But I found that I think differently about a lot of things. For example, no matter what I've gone through as far as relationships go, I've never given up on it. I've never wanted to go out and cheat. I never have. I don't respect that. I don't respect if a guy has a significant other and they try to holler at me because I don't like. I've seen the way infidelity could tear apart a relationship, and I would never, ever, ever put somebody through that pain. And of course, I felt it too. Oh gosh, I just realized my avatar. In my avatar, one of my eyes looked way bigger than the other one. I can't use that picture no more. What the world? Anyway, all right, moving on. Number 8, you get overwhelmed in public easier or easily. That goes hand in hand with being sensitive to energy. That goes hand in hand with being an empath. Because when you go in these places where there's a whole bunch of people, you feel all of their energy. In some instances, you feel their emotions and it feels like it's yours and it's horrible. Sometimes you might encounter somebody that is like in a rage. And yeah, I used to go to I went to 2 Black Fridays, right? The first Black Friday, it took me 2 days to recover. The second Black Friday, I almost fought so many people because I was so angry. It was like it wasn't my anger because I was getting stuff that I wanted, but I felt so angry and people were stepping on me, running me over, knocking me over and stuff. I was about ready to fight everybody in there. And that was, what was that? Back in the Circuit City days. So that was the last time I went Black Friday shopping. So I try to stay away from crowds as much as possible. Now, what I do so that I don't get overwhelmed, whether I'm grocery shopping, whether I'm at the mall, don't matter where I'm at, I wear my headphones and I listen to music. That way I can block out other people's energy. So, number 9. So I think we're only gonna do 10 today. And then I'll do a part 2. So number 9, you have struggled with either anxiety or panic before. That's self-explanatory. Man, I remember there was a time where it was like a span of 2 months where I would have panic attacks several times a day. And I couldn't figure out why, what the cause was, but I know it scared me something awful because each time I had one of those panic attacks, I knew for certain that I was going to die. Like I knew it. Nobody could tell me any different. And I started to panic because I knew I was going to, like, it's a horrible feeling. So let me go on to number 10 and the last one for today. You are the natural peacemaker between people. And I feel like you're the peacemaker because how can I put it? I had the thought in my head and the thought just slipped right out of my head when I was about to say it. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But that natural peacemaker between people, that's a big one. Because if you're sensitive to energy, then, and I mean, I don't mean sensitive to energy just only in person. I mean, through the phone, over the phone, you can feel people's energy. Watching videos, you can feel people's energy, things like that. And because you can feel those people's energy, you want to keep that positive vibe going around you, happiness, joy. You don't want, if you see two people that's about to tear each other apart, you're going to step in and try to mediate the situation so that the vibe can go back to normal. You can't really do that on YouTube because you'll either get blocked or cussed out, but that is definitely the number 10 sign that you are a healer, which is a type of light worker. So I hope that this was an informative live. Again, I am so sorry, everybody, but I am back and I do plan on being consistent. I am going to start incorporating my healing frequencies back into my videos. So I hope you all enjoy. Um, I, I hope you all have an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Oh, I almost forgot. So because I was having some health issues, I did have to stop doing my 14-day ab challenge, but I'm gonna start back tomorrow. I'm gonna start over actually. So tomorrow is gonna be the 14th day. I mean, I'm not gonna cheat or nothing. But anyway, y'all have an awesome day. Enjoy the rest of your week. I will be back with another video tomorrow. As always, I am sending every last one of you tons of love, light, peace, and many blessings. This is your girl KK signing off. Peace, y'all.